India didn't lose this match because South Africa were better. They lost it in three specific moments: a selection call before the game, one over while bowling, and a mistake of the mindset.
T20 में 3 गलतियां मतलब गेम ओवर. Calm down, guys. It was just one-off game.
India losing a match at an ICC event just feels illegal at this point. The last time we lost, same stadium, a World Cup final, 19th of November 2023, against a team, coincidentally, in a yellow jersey as well. और आज फिर वही, same stage, same color jersey, same city. Coincidence? Maybe yes, maybe not.
Pattern? Hopefully not. This isn't just a meltdown. This is a reminder. In World Cups, you may drop one game, but the loss is not a problem. How you come back, that's what defines you. And yesterday in the match, there were some execution errors by Team India. Let's talk about them. As you mentioned earlier in the video about one selection call, which didn't sit well with many Indian cricket team fans. Akshar Patel not in the playing 11. You picked Washington Sundar, who is coming from an injury. We already seeing Tilak Verma struggle post-injury rhythm-wise. Why take another recovery risk in a high-pressure match? अगर बैलेंस ही देखना था, अगर कोई एक्स फैक्टर खिलाना था, why not कुलदीप यादव? Leg spinner against Sena team. Historically, they have always proven to be a match winner.
Agreed. Selections in high-pressure encounters like this should always be the best players available and the best combination you can give, and not making any unnecessary chopping and changes whenever you feel like it, because this felt like an unnecessary अगर लेफ्टी ज्यादा है तो ऑफ स्पिनर डालो काइंड ऑफ लॉजिक. अपनी बैटिंग लाइनअप पे 6 लेफ्टीज है, उसका क्या?
और मोर इम्पोर्टेंटली इस टूर्नामेंट में अब तक हम लोग 13 बार ऑफ स्पिनर को आउट हो चुके हैं. Spin threat and especially off spin threat for our batting lineup is real.
Another factor is, and this we previously mentioned in our squad analysis video as well, कि हम लोग नंबर 8 तक अपनी बैटिंग रख रहे हैं. नंबर 8 तक कोई ना कोई ऑलराउंडर तो जरूर है, बट आस्क योरसेल्फ दिस, अगर नंबर 7 तक बैटर्स फेल हो रहे हैं, 8वां क्या ही उखाड़ लेगा? It's not like they can change the scenario at that point with 7 man down. If you have an X factor bowler in that situation, opponents के 25 से 20 रन कम हो सकते हैं.
Since we are talking about bowlers saving run, एक particular moment था मैच में when India were bowling the 5th over, which kind of shifted the game. When South Africa came to bat, they were struggling against our pace bowlers. Bumrah got 2 wickets, Arshdeep got 1. In the first 4 overs, they were like 20 or something for 3 down.
Dot balls, building pressure, edges, mistimed shots, hesitation. There was pressure building up on them, and we could really have put the foot down. But then in the 5th over, spin. Result 11 runs. Now listen, Varun Chakravarti definitely an X factor, no doubt. उसमें कोई doubt नहीं है. But a simple question: why change something when it's not broken?
अर्शदीप या हार्दिक अगर bowling करता, because we were noticing that the fast bowler had some help early on. अगर अर्शदीप और हार्दिक इन दोनों में से कोई बॉलिंग करता तो हो सकता है एक और विकेट इंडिया को मिल सकता था, या फिर अगर नहीं भी मिलता तो अर्ली ऑन जो मदद था 6th ओवर जो भी करने आता, बैट्समैनों के ऊपर प्रेशर रहता, थोड़ा रन रेट बढ़ाओ, बहुत कम रन है पावर प्ले में, तो हो सकता है उस रिस्क में 1-2 विकेट भी मिल सकता था वो ओवर में.
Now, I understand we're talking about ifs and buts here, but ये तो घर बैठ के भी दिख रहा था. The South African batsmen were struggling at pace, and when the opponent is down, you keep them down. Those weren't just 11 runs in that over. That was the release point. T20 cricket is a game of rhythm. You break rhythm and your grasp on it slips.
Not taking away anything from David Miller or Dewald Brevis, they batted exceptionally well. They took on Varun, our X factor in spin bowling, and they took him apart real bad. We can't ignore the tactical errors that we made in the previous game. And here also comes the next big question: intent versus impulse. India were chasing 188 runs in a big encounter against a quality opposition. What we saw during South Africa's innings that early on, there was some help for the pacers mainly. So what was the need of the situation was to see off a few deliveries, first few deliveries, and then carry on the momentum. Every one of the batter, they got out by playing a big shot. Yes, in modern T20, you have to show your intent. But ICC event is not equal to a bilateral T20.
In a bilateral series, You have the right of pitch because as the home team, you're building the pitches according to your team's pros and cons. But in an ICC event, the pitches are fair for all. They are made not as a flat track, but par score 160, 180, as we have seen consistently in this tournament. Application matters.
Yes, that is very true. Even if you look at history, remember the 2019 Cricket World Cup, the 50-over format? Prior to that, England were scoring 400, 450 for fun. Everyone thought that the 2019 World Cup will be a run fest. 350, 375 will be a par score. But what happened? 260, 270, 280, they were winning total. And the final, around 240, and we got a nail biter. One of the craziest cricket match in history.
ICC events reward balance, लेकिन इस मैच में बैलेंस था ही कहाँ? Look at the average partnerships. Look at the average partnerships. None for 1, 5 for 2, 26 for 3, 43 for 4, 51 for 5. Consistently losing wickets. They just couldn't build a partnership at all. If you look at the first 10 overs, we were going at a run rate below 5. So extremely slow. Intent without awareness equals a complete collapse. As we saw in the game, you need awareness alongside intent to build some sort of dominance.
अपना ही पहला इनिंग्स से इंडिया सीख ले सकती थी. When Indian pacers were bowling the first 4 overs, they didn't give away any easy run. Later on, we saw how easy batting was on that same pitch. So it was really a total blunder from Team India last night. They were outplayed and outclassed in every aspect of the game. But one loss is not the end of the world. What this situation tells us, India were unbeaten since November 19, 2023. So one loss isn't a big deal. Correction is greater than panic.
If we look at the other group as well, it's kind of the same scenario there too. Sri Lanka suffered a heavy defeat at the hands of England in the first match of the day yesterday. Their run rate is also reeling at minus 2.55. And with the other game between New Zealand and Pakistan washed out, it presents a real toss-up, at least for Sri Lanka in that group.
And the equation is almost similar for both the groups. There are some extra permutation and combination in the other group because of rain-affected match, and there could be further rain-affected match. But for India, they have to win the next 2 matches and, if possible, win by big margin. Because the qualification scenario is given on the screen for you all. You can go through that. What basically is needed for India to qualify is South Africa to remain unbeaten in Super 8 and India win the rest 2 match for an easier qualification scenario. And if there is a 3-way tie between any of the 3 teams, then higher net run rate will prevail.
इंडियन T20 लीग में हर सीजन एक टीम होती है जिसे कैलकुलेटर चाहिए होता है. अब पूरा देश कैलकुलेटर निकालेगा. कभी कभी लगता है you become what you laugh at. और अभी तो लगता है कि कुदरत का निजाम भी चल जाएगा आपके लिए.
Anyway, this loss doesn't define Team India. The response will define them.
If you want a tactical breakdown with humor instead of emotional outrage, this is the right place for you. Subscribe to Glitch Lab. यहाँ noise नहीं, सिर्फ analysis होता है. Glitch Lab signing out.